welcome along. This is Virtual Farmer, and today we are heading down to the shop on Pallegney. We need to get a roller because we need to get the wheat in. Our hay bales are sitting out in the field, and we've had a little bit of rain today, but this is due to clear up fairly quickly. So it should give us a clear run at getting this wheat into the field. I'm quite happy about our progress. We've got one more field to bale, so once we've got the wheat planted, we'll be able to go in and get that baled, and we can get that mulched. And that's field 103. And given that 103 and 31 both need ploughing, as I said last time, I think we're going to plough those two fields together. So that is something we're going to be aiming to do in the near future. All in all, though, things are looking pretty good on the farm. I think we're going to be able to bypass most of the winter where we won't be able to get that much done. We might see if there's a couple of contracts around the actual the area for us to earn a little bit of extra money. I also want to take this tractor into the workshop because I don't believe that we've updated the number plate on this yet. So no, we haven't. So yeah, let's get someone selected for the number plate on our 3650. And congratulations to KiwiMedic. You've been selected at random from the tractor driver and above level patrons, YouTube channel members. And you will have your name on the number plate, and your name fits quite nicely on this number plate. I don't have to remove any letters or anything, so thank you for your support. And with that, we can customize and okay. So there we are, brand new number plate on, and in fact it really works very well. So nicely on there, nicely on the back. Yeah, that is the perfect name for this number plate. So let's take this out of here. We've not got any repairs or anything to do on this. It just needs to be down here to pick up the roller, and we can see already the sky around here is beginning to brighten up. So that's great news. We should be able to get to work on the fields very quickly. So into the shop we go, and let's see what rollers are available to us. And looking in the rollers, we've got a few options in here. Nothing overly cheap other than the Tallboy Hydroflex. This is a really, really good roller. And it's got a 5.2 meter width, 6 meters on that. But it's bigger. We've got same width on that, but 3 times the price. And yeah, I think this, again, this is just a great little roller for us to use. Fits really well in with our farm, so we will buy that as well for 3,100. And then we're back out here by our tractor, and there it is. So if we jump in, we'll hook this up, we can get this back up to the farm, and hopefully by then the rain might have finished. That would be very useful. So get this connected up, lift it, and yeah, away we go back to the farm. The nice short trip from the shop back to our farm, very easy to do, and I love the way the farm is just nestled in the back here. So take this down and around the field, because 7810 is already hooked up to the plant, or to the seeder, sorry, and we can bring this down here. So just looking at getting stuff ready for the springtime, we want to get these two fields here, as I said, merged together. We've got a whole load of straw that we need to get baled up, so we might get that done today. And yeah, we then just want to take out this between these two fields here and merge this field into one. Just looking down here and having a look at this tree. How far into the field are these? Are these going to have to be removed, or can we? I think we might leave these trees here, might leave an area here rather than try and get them cut out. I think that'd be more pain than it's worth. We'd have to get a wood chipper and everything. So yeah, we're looking at removing this roadway down the side here anyway and extending the edge. There's plenty of space then to have that. It's basically an island in the field. So that should work out fairly well for us, I think. Seeder is here and connected to our 7810. Everything is nicely loaded up and ready to go. The rain is stopping, so the rain is now clearing off. With this amount of water, I'm just wondering, can we get some dual wheels on the back of this? With this much wet, it would probably be wise to spread the weight of the tractor. But I've got to get it in the right place so that we can actually get it out once the wheels are on. Let's turn it off as well. This is going to be a bit of work. Go into here, into our workshop. And we'll have a look in here. We've got standard wheels, we've got wheel weights, wide tires, narrow tires, rear narrows. No, rear twins. This is what I want. So we'll just put some rear twins on this. £5,000. I think we might leave that. Wow. I did not realize that was going to be that expensive to get a pair of twin wheels on the back. So no, we're not going to do that. That would have been a big mistake. We have much better things to be spending £5,000 on. I thought it might be like 1,000 to do that. I think long term that might be better for us. But yeah, while the farm is in the way it is at the moment, this is not something we can do. That little detour though has given us a little bit of time before we go into the field with this, and hopefully the ground won't be too wet. I don't know whether moisture content in the soil is the thing with the advanced weather that we've got, or the realistic weather that we've got running on here. We do have some stones on this field as well. Don't know how bad those are. Let's have a quick look. Stones. They are all small stones. Okay, so we're all right. We'll be able to roll all of those in. So that's not a problem. Let's get this tractor lined up then. And we'll get a hired worker working on this one. So let's see what that wants to do. Yeah, I think that will work fairly well for us. So set that off working. And then what we can do, I think we'll let that get a little bit ahead, and then we'll come in with the roller in a bit. So in the meantime, let's grab this and start collecting up those hay bales. If we can get those off the field, that would be very useful. And if we still find ourselves with some spare time, what we can go and do is get the other field baled up with the small tractor and baler. Basically, I want to get as many jobs done today as we can, clear as much stuff off the farm as we can, and go from there. We've got a little bit of a round trip, so I think I'm going to get the flatbed trailer and take that down to the lower field. That way we won't be driving over a field that we're planting, and yeah, while we have an easy access to it at the moment, once we got crop in there, we are going to have to go round like this, which is a little bit annoying and is why I wanted to put the roadway in. But right now we can't afford to change the farm in that way. So going by the roadway, our entrance is down here, I think. Yeah. And we can get into our fields here. Now, going by what I was talking about a little while ago and not wanting to lose anything, we've got this land here, 124. It's quite, it's a scrubby bit of land. There are a few trees on it. Over the winter, we could cut these trees down actually, and make ourselves some cash. Especially if we turned this bit of scrubland here down to the river, I think, into a vineyard. I think we could put vines in this area. Now, this area here would cost us 78,000. We should be able to make that, I think. We'd have space to put other bits and pieces down here. Yeah, I think this would be a good area, and it wouldn't take anything out from our current farmland to do it. So what do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments below. But I think this is a really good place, a good little slope, a good little area for us to get a vineyard in. And if we plan it right, we can do things like not have the telegraph poles be a problem and things like that. I think would work very, very well for us. The grass on this field, of course, is beginning to get a bit longer. This is going to be ready to cut again next month, and we'll be looking at making silage from it. So also, as I asked before, what do you guys think? Should we do silage in the clamps, or do you think we should get a wrapper and do that? So that's either a trailer that's a forage wagon, or or just wrapping bales from here. Either I think would be a good way to go. I'm gonna do the 3 bales stacked as I did on the other field on here to collect these up. And yeah, let us know down in the comments how you think we should probably proceed, especially as we might go straight forward to November on here if we can get all of these jobs done today, because I have a feeling the second half of October is going to be a little bit wet. I've managed to collect up 6 bales, but I think the tractor on the other field is actually making really good progress. I'm very tempted right now just to keep on going with this. We have spent a lot of time on this field though, and I do want to make sure that we concentrate on some of the other things. I think that will maybe come into effect more once we get into the new year. We have a smaller grass field to deal with, and we're more able to concentrate on the jobs that hired workers are also able to do. So we're gonna keep on with these, but in the meantime, I'm just gonna bring this tractor up and see if I can get this going as well. My worry about getting this going as well is what effect it's going to have, whether it's going to catch the other tractor up pretty quickly. In fact, I think with this being nearly 6 meters wide and the cedar being only 3, I'm going to leave it a bit more. We're making really good progress, and I think both these tractors might get this field done today. So let's leave this here, and I'm going to continue working with this, getting these bales collected up, and we should then get all of these jobs done today, and won't need to worry about stuff later. One thing I think we are going to hit, because we haven't plowed the field that we're putting the wheat in, is we're going to have to do something about weeds. So weeds are very much something on my mind that we're going to have to deal with next month in September, but that should be good. We've got sorry, not in September, in November, and we should be able to handle those at the same time as, yeah, we get a second cut off here. But I want to be much more efficient next time. I don't want it to take 3 days to get this done. In fact, no, it's not taking us 3 days. This is our 4th day working this field to get these bales collected off. I want to get it done in 2 maximum. I think if we plan it right, we can get it done in just the 1. So this is my 4th stack of 3 bales, and you can see we've got the gap in here. I'm gonna get this lined up and on, and if we can get this on here, I should be able to slot an extra bale in the middle between these 2 stacks. So this is the tricky part of this. We want to get this strapped down, and then we want to go and grab a single bale. So we'll go and grab this one over here. We'll get it on the edge, so we get it on a fork there, and then we want to try and slot it in here. But I've got to do this. I've either got to poke through one of my existing bales, which is not the easiest of things to do, but yeah, there we go. And hopefully that will pop into there. And oh, look at that. That works really well. And then we can line it up with that. And then we just need to do the same thing on the other side. So let's go and grab one of these bales, get it nice and straight on the forks. And this should then slot in the other side, and we will get a lot of bales in. I think I'm going to put this in the, or these in the other shed. That way we can just take them up there, undo the straps, and it should load them into the shed without any issue. If I have to put them into the same place as we put the straw bales, we're going to have to move a lot of stuff across. And oh, there goes the bale physics. That is really annoying, because that bale now is just pushing its way through, and it's going to prevent us doing anything else. That is so weird that that has just got itself maneuvered like that. I should have locked it down before I put the second one in. Yeah, right, I'm gonna have to clear that up now. That is very annoying, because that was in there absolutely perfectly. So now that I've got that back in there, we'll lock that down, and hopefully that will just stay there now when we go to put the second one in. A little bit less realistic, but when Farm Sims physics require you to be a little bit less realistic to work, you don't really have a lot of choice. And so yeah, that's how we got to do it, and we're going to do it this way as well. So I'm just going to come into here, we put it on top of here like this, so that we get a little bit of friction, and then it should just slide into place like that, and then we just lock it in. And that works very, very nicely. Wow. Okay, I think we can get at least 2 more stacks on here, maybe. And by that I mean 4 more stacks, with them being 2 side by side. That is going to get most of the bales. We may even have to put some on the top just to get them in. But I'm quite pleased. This is working pretty well, despite that minor hiccup. I think actually there's only space for 1 more bale at the back there, not 2. So it's not going to be 4 more stacks of this. It is just going to be the 2. That's not awful. We're just going to have to go a little bit higher. Oh, wow. And a little bit lower picking this bale up. A little bit higher with the stack. Again, don't think that's a massive problem. I think instead that's a bit of an opportunity to get everything back. But for just ease of getting everything done, I think we're going to have to go into the other bale shed with the trailer, and to get it unloaded quickly. That's another stack on there. Nice and easy. Right, we'll get this locked down so that they're held in place. And I think we need to go and get the roller started. Yeah, that's that tractor is looking like it's coming up to the top corner of the field. So that's good. Let's bring this on. Let's have a look at where it wants to roll, and hopefully it's doing 2 headlands, which it is. So we'll get that going. And yeah, the other tractor now is going to do the headlands, and it's starting over there. This tractor is coming in here and should miss each other, I'm hoping. Maybe. Or this is going to be tighter than I would like. No, they're not going to miss each other. Right, stop this hard worker. Reverse this off, and then we'll get this started again once the other tractor is heading down the bottom end of the field. That is unfortunate more than anything else, even if it is also slightly annoying. Yeah, getting this started at the right moment, that is the tricky bit. And now that tractor is heading off, I can come back to here and we'll set it off again. It looks like it's going to line itself up to the bit where it stopped last time. And no, it's going to start at the beginning of the field. Good. That will then re-roll where we've got those tracks, and everything should be fine. Although that other tractor is now working its way in rather than working its way out, which is a little bit odd. But we'll leave it to it, and yeah, these two tractors now should get this finished pretty quickly. Going to lift up and try and get this on the other side from here. Pull that off. Drop that down. Oh yeah, I like that. That works really well, although that's quite a jump down from that cab to get that in the right position. It is a very nice feature of this telehandler. I find myself, whenever I'm in cab doing stuff and want to just get that little bit extra view, it is absolutely perfect. Don't need it most of the time, but I think it's going to come in really useful when we're filling the feed mixer for the cows. I think it's going to make a big difference. It does just give you that little bit of extra view when you're doing a job that makes it that little bit better. So that is not as flat as I would have liked it. Is that going to be able to be picked up without trying to pick up the whole trailer is the next question. Come on, can we pick that up? Yes, we can. Can we get it in so it's a little bit more flat and a little bit nicer in there? Sometimes maneuvering things around takes a little bit of work. Oh, or you can fiddle with things and make the situation a whole lot worse. But this cab up here, this is a really nice angle to do this work from. It does make things a whole lot easier to see. That little bit of extra height. Oh, that's gone in there. Right, we can push that in then. Like so. Come out. Lower ourselves down. And then out we get. And lock it on. It's a little bit over the edge, but that'll be fine. Right. We've got space, I think, for 4 more on the end here. And then the rest are going to have to go on top. Which should mean we get this whole field up in one go. Very, very happy about that. Looks like my 2 tractors have got themselves in a pickle. Yeah, we are in need of backing this off. So let's just back that off a little bit. Let that go round and then reactivate my hired worker here. And that will now go round and do the next headland. Yeah, it's a little bit of getting things and keeping an eye on things. Final bale for this row. I'll raise myself up so that I can easily see where I'm stacking it on here. And probably should have strapped the previous one down. I think we're all right. Yeah, come in here. Oh, no. Yeah, I can't see where the edge of the bale is, but there we are. That's got it in. These should do that fine. So drop us down. And we can get that then locked on. Make sure everything's locked on so that we don't have a bale explosion. How many have we got left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Plus the small bale. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we're going to have at least 1 row of double, which is fine. So if we make that our middle row, we can just do a few side by side up the top to get the rest of these bales loaded up. Looks like my 2 tractors have got stuck together again, which is why. Yeah, they're up the top end, so back this one off. Let the cedar past start this one up again. They never seem to get to a position where they're just shy, but that there could do with placing that back down. And just getting that little bit done there. Down here, please. No, lower that. There we go. The seeder's about to finish anyway, so that'll be fine. But we get this to this end here, and right, that can continue on from there. My final 2 full bales on this field. I'm very much keeping the... Oh no, there's a third. There is one more bale. Okay, so I miscounted my bale slightly. Not a massive problem. What we just need to do then, I think, is get these 2 picked up, get them over to the trailer. So we'll rise ourselves up again. Yeah, slightly miscalculated that then. What I'll do is we'll put these 2 on the far side, like so, and then we'll grab the end one and we'll just shift that across before we get lots of moving about with things. Yeah, and that then can slot in here. Oh wow, that is a lot of moving about with things. That's not overly happy. They're definitely, the bale physics gets a little bit crazy if you're not careful. Where is that bale? You see that bale is sitting halfway across. So it's trying to sit in the middle, that bale, and therefore causing me problems. Yeah, let it fall off. Let it wedge itself in there. It can fall off the other side, and we'll go and grab it. But I think it got stuck in there a little bit before. And yeah, you see the trailer has kicked it out now. So we'll grab that and see if we can get this to go back on here without too much hassle. Fortunately, it kind of kicks things around on the trailer a little bit and causes problems. But that is on there. Oh, this has actually worked pretty well. I'm fairly happy with how well everything's gone today. We've got the wheat in and we've got it rolled, or we will have. We've got all of these bales collected up. We'll be able to get this field cut again before the end of the year, so we'll get a good amount of silage off here, and then we can look at reconfiguring things over the winter to get us ready for the cows, and to do some reworked fields with our crops. So back this off, put that down. We'll get this all locked down. So lock that down, lock that down. Yeah, that's all good. Right, we'll get this back to the yard and hopefully can get it straight into the bale shed. Meanwhile, yeah, our roller and our seeder only have a little bit further to go. In fact, I think our seeder is about to finish. So our full trailer of bales, don't you try and pass me. Our full trailer of bales, that come in here fairly well. Our seeder has finished, so as soon as we get these unloaded, we'll go and get that sorted. I'm just hoping I can drive into the area over here and unload these. Yeah, so we'll bring this round here. This is our bales, and undo that. Yeah, there they go. All nicely stacked over that side. That's fantastic. And in fact, that means we can still put the bale trailer in this shed. So that's even better. Got to be careful. Doing some strange maneuvers with that. But yeah, so the bale trailer, that will be able to sit on the far side here. And we'll be good. Really, really pleased with that. That has worked out extraordinarily well. So we'll start this up. Only 69% left, so 31% used on here. But this is all done and dusted now, so this can go back in the shed. We won't need to use this seeder again until the new year. I'm gonna park this. I did want to put this somewhere else, but oh, I know where we can put it. I think this will fit in this shed over here quite nicely, next to my truck. It'll block the door, but that's not the end of the world. In fact, I should have put my truck in front of the door. But yeah, this shed over here, this will work fine for this. So down with this and disconnect it. Right, and that is that job done. Then what are we going to need to get out next? We're going to need to bale next, and we're going to need to do some other bits and pieces. So we'll just put this in here. We'll put it right at the back so that we can fit both tractors in. And we're done on that as well. And with that done and our roller finishing off, I think we're done for the day. We've got everything sorted down at the bottom there. We're rolling in the stones, so those seem to have been done pretty well. There's a few places where they haven't been caught, but I think that'll be fine. Sort of minimal problems. But yeah, we're back on schedule. We've got our field rolling. We've got a few bits and pieces to work. I think we might look at getting I think we need to bale 103 and mulch it, and then plow 31 and 103 together next time, and then that just leaves us the final cut of the year over on 88, which we should do in early November. But that is where we're going to leave it for today. Thank you for watching. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. Huge thank you as well to all of my patrons and channel members. These videos are only made possible thanks to your support. If you want more from Virtual Farmer, please check out the videos on screen now, or subscribe for more. And I will see you next time.